Good morning. I am driving to work. It is almost 7 a.m. Sun is up. It's spring. It's finally warm. Well, or for New England. My name is Mackenzie. I am a teacher, and I have been thinking about doing this for a while, starting a channel just to kind of talk through a range of things, kind of day-to-day struggles or day-to-day events, things I'm working on in my personal life, other YouTubers I like, and then some reactions to some channels that I find really entertaining. So I thought I'd give it a go. So, like I said, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, driving into work. I usually try and get to work between 7 and 7:30. Kids arrive around 8. Gives me a little time to get myself together. Usually I'm pretty well planned ahead, but there's always a few last minute copies or just a couple things to set up in the classroom. And then, if you're a teacher, this year, you're on for the day. That 8 o'clock rolls around, kids show up, and you get to perform. Or, as I say, you're giving, an 8-hour presentation all day, every day. So you gotta be ready to go. And then the kids head home around 2:45. Contractually, we stay till 3:05, I think. Usually I stay a little later than that, obviously, but this is my 5th year teaching the same grade, same school. So thankfully, one of the perks of teaching the same thing for several years is you start to know the curriculum, and you don't have to, you change it up each year to keep it interesting for yourself and to make sure it's relevant for the kids. But mostly it kind of becomes, you kind of know what you're going to teach, what you're going to say. You have some examples ready to go. You got some things laminated to pull out and show off as anchor charts and stuff. So anyway, my days have thankfully gotten a little bit shorter. Well, not quite the 12-hour shifts I was pulling my first year. Trying to get everything together. Usually take stuff home to grade because there's always more to do. So I think for this first video, sort of one of the main reasons I wanted to try this out was my love for sort of a specific subset of YouTube. I watch a range of people, and I would say I watch a variety of YouTubers. They're fun ones. I love Jenna Marbles. She's one of the first people that I enjoyed watching. She's just funny and relatable on so many levels to me, with love of animals, and just she just has a great sort of vibe about her. I love Sophia Nygaard. Again, sort of really amazing production in her videos, and thoughtfulness and planning. I love Glitter and Lasers is what I found. I appreciate, she just has this super fun, bubbly personality. I love that she has such positivity about her body. And I appreciate she also, she works out. She tries to take care of herself, but she doesn't let her size limit her. And that sort of positivity is really cool to me. I've always been one that has had issues with my body. Never been completely confident in how I look. But it's gotten much better, I'd say, in the last 5 years or so. Just taking on some healthier habits, doing some more, getting more exercise. I picked up running, I started doing CrossFit. So I appreciate Glitter and Lasers, her sort of just attitude about taking care of yourself, but also enjoying the body that you have, because that's where you're at right now, and doing what you need to do to try and be healthy, but also having fun with your current self. Let me think of some other ones. I love sort of some serious channels. There was, I think it was Strength was the channel, and they did it was like a 4-woman showdown. It was Brooke Ence, Maddie Forberg, Betty Rogers, and I'm blanking on the last one's name. She's a bodybuilder. Awesome too. Anyway, all these really strong, tough, awesome women. And they did a bunch of different physical and sort of challenge things, some funny ones, some like, damn, that girl can pick up a lot of weight, which is really cool with me. I got into CrossFit, and I'm always impressed by people who can lift heavy shit. And also people like, I love Betty Rogers because I think she's so well-rounded. She can run, good God, she can lift a lot of weight. So anyway, but the main majority of my YouTube watching is around Chantal Marie, Big Beautiful Me Now, AmberLynn Reid, and the reaction channels, Zachary Michael and Michael B. Petty. And I err on the side of Zach and Michael. I love their reactions because 9 times out of 10 it's the commentary that runs in my head when I watch those two women. The usual general like disbelief, like Zach's face is what I imagine my face looks like. Nowhere near as good a facials for sure. And Michael is like the true like what my soul is saying. But I might be too polite to say out loud, but he says it, and I freaking love the lack of filter. It's wonderful and honest, and yeah, I appreciate that. So my first foray into watching, I watched AmberLynn before I watched Zach and Michael, and I caught on to Chantal after I started watching the two reaction channels. My first forays, I think, kind of like a lot of people that find her, you're interested in weight loss, and there she was. You know, that was a recommended when I was doing some weight loss YouTuber searches, and like so many others, I started watching her and I felt so bad because she, at first glance, really seemed like she was trying and just couldn't kind of get past these things. And then the more I watched, the more information I gathered, I realized, yeah, she says all those things, but she doesn't do anything to make it happen. I mean, this is nothing groundbreaking that I'm sharing right now. She wants to lose the weight, or so she says, but she does none of the steps. She doesn't see a doctor, doesn't see a therapist, or what she does is someone from online, or it's inconsistent, or it's God knows anything happened. She tries all these sort of fad diet things, diet programs, but at the heart of it, she has to, treat her disorder, which is a psychological component, and you can't do that until you see a therapist. That's literally how everything works. Mind, body, soul connection, that whole shebang, that's like a real thing. And you cannot suddenly drop 300 and some pounds if your brain is not where it needs to be. And hers isn't. She said that before too, but yet she won't figure that out. So, again, Zachary Michael have said this plenty of times. I caught on to Chantal through watching Zach. He wasn't like super interested in adding more like drama, but it's like a car crash you can't look away from. And Chantal is mystifying because she's so toxic. Like, again, sort of at first glance, you're like, oh, this girl, right now she's on her vegan kick. You're like, oh, this girl, like, she wants to do good. Like, she wants to, that's great. You want to be vegan. Have at it. Personally, I'm not vegan. I think it's absolutely wonderful of people who are, especially those who are vegan for the ethical reasons. I think that takes a really strong person to feel that level of connection and importance and need to do something, and so they turn their entire lives into a mission to help animals. I think that's incredible. But she doesn't. just to make that super clear, that's fine if she's slowly making the change, but let's be honest, she's not. Because her not eating hamburgers and putting out nasty fucking memes about other people who eat hamburgers, or putting out just clickbaity call-out content, is not changing the world. I think about somebody like Freely. I used to watch Freely back in the day too. Freely is an interesting character, a polarizing character, but she is vegan, like hardcore, to the point, fully, you know, some off-the-grid living. She practiced what she preaches to a degree that is intense, but hey, if you're going in and going for it, go for it. Chantal doesn't. Chantal sits behind a screen because she can't move and spouts off as if she knows everything. You aren't even fully committing to being vegan. You're committing to plant-based, and plant-based junk food from what I've seen mostly so far. And you can't commit to the products. Like, I agree with Zach on this point. The products are the easier part. I was curious when I looked through my things. I was like, I'm not going vegan. It's not something. I lift, I run. Protein is a really important part. Financially, veganism is expensive, and you know, to an extent, I'm an ignorant person in that front, that I'm gonna kind of block out the animal side of things. But Zach said it really well. Like, the cutting out the products is probably an easier part than cutting out the food. And so I was curious. So I would look through my makeup, my hair products, clothing, like some, you know, the majority of things I have would be along with the vegan lifestyle. I'm not going to say I'm vegan because vegan means you are in it for the ethical health of the animals. I guess plant-based then. I'm not affecting animals with my purchase choices. So the fact that Chantal still needs to purchase makeup and shit that affects animals? What? Like, first of all, you're at your house. Occasionally you go out. She has made an effort more to go out lately, so I understand wanting to be made up a little more. It's not often that I leave my house with like nothing on, but I rarely get completely made up because, let's be serious, I'm running around with 7-year-olds all day. They don't really care, and by the end of the day I have like marker everywhere and probably glue. You know, I want to look presentable, but I don't need to look pretty. Anyway, side note, do you get off on tangents on these things? Wow. I was like, how hard is it to focus on these? It is hard to focus. Anyway, the fact that she is so committed to the plant-based lifestyle and moving towards veganism, but she can't not buy makeup that's not affecting animals. Like, that's your big concern, is the makeup. Do you actually care about animals? Because the makeup shouldn't be a worry at all. So anyway, so that's how I got into Chantal and sort of where we're at with that. She's just quit YouTube, but hasn't quit YouTube, so that's going to be an interesting story to follow. AmberLynn hasn't updated in several days at this point. She was kind of on the right track after all her subscribers pieced out, but she hasn't updated on that in a while. So I don't know. I wanted to jump on the train of filling my morning commute with something, maybe my afternoon commute with something. And we'll see. Maybe I'll do some actual reactions. We'll see how this goes. Thanks.